Hi and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi and welcome to my channel. We're doing the rising sign readings for the month of July, the month ahead, and we're up to the rising sign of Capricorn. Now I often, if there's any astrological headlines, I like to sort of quickly mention that at the start. And so most of you, if not all of you, would know that Pluto's been in retrograde for a while now, and that also, that Saturn just recently turned retrograde as well. Now, the main headline that I want to talk about is that Jupiter, not Jupiter, there's so many, there's going to be a lot of retrogrades in August and September, let me tell you. So we're pretty much, I would call it retrograde alley we're going into now. Well, we really started retrograde alley back when Mercury was retrograde. How long ago was Mercury retrograde? Was that last month or the one before? I think it was the one before. Yeah. So it really started the ball rolling with that, and Pluto turning retrograde from then on, because pretty much almost all the planets are going to be in retrograde this year at some point, except Mars. Now, the Sun and Moon in astrology are considered planets, but they don't ever go retrograde. So Mars is the only planet that's not going to be retrograde in this whole year because Mars was retrograde near the end of last year, and he retrogrades around about every 18 months. So he's not going to be retrograde for a while again. But yes, so we've got Venus, who's going to be retrograde on the 22nd of July this month. Now, also, when I looked it up, because I think maybe in last month's readings, I mixed up the timing for when Jupiter's going retrograde. But my time in Australia over here, it's actually Venus is going to be turning retrograde at 11:33 precisely. So yeah, and with the correlation between Venus retrograde and Jupiter retrograde, Jupiter won't be retrograde until the 4th of September. Now, also, Venus turns direct on the 4th of September. So they're both on the same day, you know, it's pretty much, yeah. So if you're not new, you'll know that I've been promising the Venus retrograde video, because I wanted to do it separately to these readings, because I didn't want to be spending a lot of time in sort of explaining it in each video. And so I thought, that way you guys can jump in and find it easy if I put it on the community tab, if I'm able to work that out. But yeah, so I'm still working on the final bits for the Venus retrograde video, and that's going to be uploaded soon once I get it done. But yeah, I've sort of been a bit distracted probably with all the retrograde energies. But yeah, I've had a lot going on. Yeah, so, but I will be doing the Venus retrograde video very soon, and I'll put it in my community tab. I'll put a post in for, sorry, I just, for when I've actually got the video done, so that you guys know I'm about to upload it when it's ready. But it will definitely be, obviously, firstly, it'll be this month, and secondly, it'll be before Venus actually turns retrograde, because I want you guys to jump into the pre-retrograde energies, pre-shadow retrograde energies as well, so that you can get some idea from the video on ways that you might be able to work with this coming Venus retrograde this month. Yes, so apart from that, I don't think there's anything else at this point. There's some other outer planets, like what are known as the slow movers, the outer planets of Neptune and Uranus. They will eventually be retrograde as well, but I don't think their pre-shadow is yet. So I'm going to be mainly focusing on the Venus retrograde. And I think the reason I've been sort of caught up with time is that I've sort of really jumped into it without giving myself enough time in a way. So I've sort of, that's why it's been held up a bit. But with Jupiter not retrograde until the 4th of September, I've got a bit of time that I can work on Jupiter's video for you guys when that sort of comes closer to the time. I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk about with that, with any of that. I think I've covered it all. Again, if I've missed anything, I'll put it in the description box or make a post on the community tab. But anyway, so Capricorn rising for the month of July. We're going to see what astrological things you can work with according to your rising sign, according to your chart. If you haven't already watched these, you haven't had many of the final cards, but the first cards, there's quite a few here. So we'll see what has come through for you Capricorn risers and what your focus might be to help you navigate July. So let's get going. We have waxing crescent moon. Well, this is the one that's when it's waxing, it's heading towards the full moon. Now, that would be probably near the end of the month, because I think by the time I do this, we would have passed already through the waxing phase, because that's like a 3-day window after the new moon. So, yeah. So, yeah, no, this is after the new moon, which means, right, because it's waxing. Waxing means it's going towards the full moon, but it hasn't actually got to the full moon. So, yeah, this is new moon energy. And that's around about 3 days. Yeah, because if it's waxing, it's heading towards. Yeah, it's 3 days after the new moon. So it's reminding you to focus on your wishes, goals, ideals, dreams, what you want to bring, what you want to manifest, bring into fruition. Okay, so we've got 8th house. What's in your 8th house? Leo. Leo's in your 8th house, yeah. Leo's the sign. 8th house is Scorpio themes, and it's covered by your Leo sign. Okay, so Scorpio themes can be shared resources, shared income, debts, credit cards, sex, occult, taboo, all that sort of thing. But so far it's a new moon energy we're looking at. Aries, where's Aries in your chart? Aries is 4th house. So that's Cancerian, home, family thing. Cancer. I say Cancerian, so I don't like some of us don't like the connotations that have come from that word Cancer. I don't know which one came first, whether it was the sign being named or the dis-ease being named. But yeah, it's an what's the word for it? It's I don't know if you call it unfair, because it's unfair to anyone who has that dis-ease. But it's just unfortunate. That's what I'm looking for. An unfortunate correlation between the two different things. Full moon. Right. Well, hopefully by the time I uploaded this, the full moon's going to be around about the 3rd of July. And also, it's a super moon, if I've got it right. I'm pretty sure it's a super moon. I know a super moon's coming up, and there might be more than one super moon actually. But for now, we're focusing on the full moon on the 3rd. So perhaps there's some things you need to work at changing, tweaking, or letting go of. Any dynamic even that needs to to be reassessed and changed in some way so that things are moving in a better direction so that you can take advantage of your new moon when it comes along. Waning crescent. Right, so I'm actually going to, I know we were out the gate with that, but I think for the purposes of showing you how it all comes about, so to speak, see how we've got waning because it's falling away, and then so the light of the moon's falling away, and then it gets dark moon, and then it gets new moon, and then after that we've got the slither again after the new moon, see? So the letting go and releasing, then bringing in the new, and then working again on that energy if we've sort of lost focus of our goals, wishes, dreams, or whatever, working towards what we want to manifest. 12th house, Pisces themes in Sag for you. So spirituality. I mean, there's positives and negatives to every sign, but I think because there's a lot of the new moon stuff coming on, yeah, because it's falling away, new moon, and then it's starting to come back. So it's, I think it's just release whatever needs to be released in whatever sense that is for you, whether it's just making a few little adjustments or changes, or whether it's letting go of something or even someone. We haven't got any actual relationship Libra things come through yet though. So this is 8th house, shared resources, and yes, in a way that's connecting with others, whether that's other organisations, whether it's government payments, whether it's a business partnership, whether it's a marriage. Shared resources is coming into focus there. And Leo is arguably one of the easier signs to deal with. Plus, Venus is going to be retro in Leo. We shouldn't fear retrogrades, by the way, if you're not already aware of that. Yeah, they're there to help us move ourselves forward, like clear baggage of any sort, anything holding us back, so we can move forward. Because the negatives, because that's a funny thing too, because the negatives can be manipulation or obsessive worry or thinking, and the negatives, because that's Scorpio themes, remember, even though it's covered with the sign of Leo. For the moment, I think we're focusing more on the actual themes of the houses at this point. And with 12th house, it can be self-sabotage. I've got a feeling it's nothing too dramatic or big for you, though. I think that it's... where was Aries again? Aries, 4th house, home, family. Home, family, bringing the fun back into it with shared resources in some sense, enjoying it together. Appreciating art and beauty together again. It could be that you're doing this with others. 2nd house, money and self-worth. Can I squeeze that out? I don't think I need to squeeze anything in because you don't have a lot more cards left. You guys haven't had many cards come through this time. It was quite sort of to the point, which is a very Virgo Capricorn thing. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, so there's no shade. I'm very matter of fact sometimes with things too. So 2nd house for you is Aquarius, so that's community, technology, friendships, that sort of thing. Also, with the fact that it's money and self-worth, it's also the Aquarius sign that likes to show their individuality and have a measure of freedom for themselves as well. They don't like to be restrained. And yeah, so that might be also a thing with not wanting to conform financially, see, because look, we've got the shared resources, money and self-worth, right next to each other. Last quarter moon, right. So first quarter is after the that's probably why I didn't squeeze anything in. Last quarter is the one before the new moon. So, for instance, I think actually it goes here. Yeah, that's why I was not making space for it. Full moon, and then a week after the full moon, then that's reminding you what do you need to release that you haven't yet released. And again, if you don't actually work with the moon per se, it's still an opportunity to time that. So that's a week after, so we're looking at around the 10th of July for that. And then, of course, then we're looking, well, a week after that would be the new moon, so we'd be looking at, what, 17th, 18th, so then we'd be pulling back around about 14th, 15th there and towards the new moon. So you've got a lot of opportunity to clear the way, change any dynamic that's not working or that's holding you back, release the chains, so to speak, and then bring in the new with the new moon. And then it's another reminder, have you fallen off the wagon, so to speak, with your wishes, goals, dreams, ideals, what you want to bring into manifestation, see? So you've got the opportunity there after you've done that releasing and made any adjustments that you feel need to be made. And then, of course, like I said, that window there is, again, another reminder, but technically you've got really the 2 weeks from new moon until the next full moon to work on bringing in the new for yourself and others, if that's what it is. But yeah, I think that it's about that. So I don't feel that there's negative energy at this point. Let's see what else has come through. The third house, Gemini. Did third house come through? No, it was Pisces themes. Okay, Pisces is in your third house. Your potential to learn something and your local neighbourhood. You see, I said Gemini because it's the Gemini house. Third house is Gemini themes, but it's covered by the sign of Pisces. So there might be some sort of spiritual connection with siblings, cousins, neighbours, neighbourhood, local communities, local travel even. It could have a sort of a Pisces dreamy spiritual connection in some way for you. What else has come through? Scorpio, the animal. Where's Scorpio? The 11th house. Here we go again. Did we get 11th house? No. 2nd, 12th, 8th. Where did I pick up Aquarius again? Oh, that's your second house. Yeah. Yeah, Aquarius is in the 2nd and Scorpio's in the 11th. So communities, whether online or in person, local Gemini themes, communities, there might be intense, passionate exchanges, so to speak. And you can be the animal, be, not conform so much like Capricorn and Virgo usually do. No shade. I've got a lot of Virgos, so I'm often, I have to do it this way. And sometimes I have to really pull myself up and go, is it really needing to be so matter of fact? And I think this is sort of saying to you to be a bit more, bring out a bit more of that animal, inner animal sort of thing, and enjoyment of life. We got, where did we get Leo again? Where was Leo again? 8th house, right at the start. Yeah. Okay, now these may or may not have reversals, and we'll walk through that. This is probably the shortest reading I've done in a long time. Gemini, cross-pollinate. Okay, definitely communication with communities in some sense. Shared resources, spirituality, bringing an element of fun. Where did we get Leo again? Leo was 8th house, yeah. Solar flares, activate. Well, solar flares can be quite intense as well. They can be like flaring up, all that sort of thing as well. It could be that things are going to calm down and be more peaceful, which is a Cancerian thing. Cancerians love the where was 4th house? Aries. Oh, there, that one. That's Cancerian themes. Aries. Sorry, I was confusing that because your 8th house is Leo. Yeah, Cancerian themes in the sign of Aries. So yeah, the Cancerians like to have peaceful things and harmony and all that sort of thing, as does Libra, but I don't think you've got the 7th house or Libra themes. I mean, you've got community and communication, definitely communication. The other thing is that perhaps you haven't been active or activated the animal, see, because it says activate, and perhaps you haven't activated your inner animal, so to speak, and perhaps it's time you did. Let your hair down a bit and enjoyed the interactions within your communities and not being so rigid with things. Okay, the last card says Cancer, immerse. Yes, exactly. Immerse yourself in these energies. I think this is what's got to happen with you guys, because you can tend to lose yourselves in productivity, I guess, because you're Saturn ruled, you know. Capricorn is Saturn ruled. You obviously would know that already anyway. And Saturn can bring the fears as well, fears of how you'd be received. But this, I think, is telling you it's going to be fine. Communicate and allow your inner animal, your inner, the spirituality. There's something to do with spirituality here that you need to immerse yourself in that sense with your communities, with those that you feel comfortable with, and not sort of hide behind the Saturnian, everything's got to be work and career all the time, because that's, career and ambition. That's not a bad thing, but if it's the only thing you're doing, it's not balanced, and you need time to enjoy life. I think that's what's going on here, that you've got to let go of the rigidity, bring in the new that you want to bring in by having a bit of fun. And Leo, I thought Leo came through. Yeah, Leo's covering your 8th house. So I think this is sort of a reminder for you to let your hair down a bit, not be so rigid for July, and just really immerse yourself in your communities, or those that you feel a closeness with, because Cancer likes close relationships, Moon ruled Cancer, lots of moon energy here. Yeah, I think this is the shortest amount of cards I've had in a long time. I think it's just really to the point right now. So let's have a look. I think you've got the idea, though. It's time for you to let your hair down and have a bit of fun and let that inner animal out, because it's not anything to be afraid of. And probably people will enjoy your company even more than normal, because they'll see a part of you that they're really that they can really relate to, perhaps. Whereas the rigidity of nose to the grindstone constantly isn't really letting people see who you are, your heart and soul, you know. Cross-pollinate with others. It's not going to be an unsafe thing. It's going to be safe to do that. Give yourself that that break, and I think that's where it's the letting go, bringing in the new, and you'll see a whole lot of other things come through for you yeah. Again, it's the do that bit of work at the start, and see how your life will, you know, transform, I want to say. Did we get Scorpio? Well, Scorpio's themes of 8th house, and Pluto rules the sign of Scorpio. Yeah, we got Scorpio twice. And the ruler, like I said, the ruling planet of Scorpio is Pluto, which is the proverbial phoenix rising once you clear the ashes away. You know what I mean? So, what's the numerology for you Capricorn risers for July? What do you need to know for July? Let me go through this a bit. Just when I thought it was going to be a quick reading. Oh, gosh. What's this? Okay. Sorry. Okay. What is the numerology for the Capricorn risers? What do they need to know? Oop. All right. Is there any other cards for Capricorn risers? I think it's... Do you want these two? Okay. I was going to say, I think it's been across the board for you guys. It's very matter of fact. Let's see what's come through here. Love, throat chakra, speak your world into being, I want to say. You've got, yeah, use that time to let go and then move forward with your dreams. And 6 means temporary opportunity, which doesn't necessarily mean it will never come back. It just means grab hold of it now because it's available to you right now. Lots of communication going on here. Oh, we've got a few. Okay, this one says 13, effort. And you've got your solar plexus and the root chakra, self-worth coming through, creativity. Leo covers your 8th house. 1 is personal power and emotional vitality. 3 is action, activity, and communication. Communication, Gemini, 3rd house. 3 and 1 is 4, number of the builder. So you can take part in building your community by letting people see the real you. You know, it's not going to be, you might initially think it's scary, but it's not going to be scary because it's going to work to your advantage for people to get to know you more, you know, get to know the real you and not the nose to the grindstone all the time, perhaps. What else have we got? 78, spiritual career. What were we talking about? Spirituality. Pisces themed in Sag. And that's also because in older astrology, Pisces 12th house is also ruled by Jupiter. It's co-ruled by Jupiter, where Jupiter rules Sag. So there's a double whammy with Jupiter wanting to expand your spirituality, spiritual career. 7, mind and creativity. Yeah. Clear that away so that your mind is ready to bring you through. 8 is stability and money. We had money and self-worth there. 7 and 8 comes to a 6. Temporary opportunity again, doubled up. So it's really doubling down, so to speak, and saying, take advantage of this. Ooh, and you've got spirituality, another master number here. Well, a master number. The others weren't master numbers per se. Double numbers, master numbers. Mind and creativity is doubled, or it's tripled really. Spirituality, spiritual career. Hopefully this is making sense. Crown chakra, that was heart chakra and crown. And 7 comes to a 5. And guess what 5 means? Freedom. Dare to be you. Dare to bring the you out into the open for everyone to see and appreciate. Because they will. The people will respect and appreciate that you're, being the real you, so to speak. Whoop, here we go. We've already got some abundance messages coming through for you guys. Yeah, this one's been really different, like very succinct and to the point, which generally speaking you Capricorns like. Anyway, instead of all the fluffing about and taking so long. Is there any other messages that want to come through for the Capricorn risers? I think we're done. Yep, no, we're done with this deck. So I'll pop that back. Sorry to reach. I know I kind of apologise to everyone because I don't have a way to set it up any other place than this. So that unfortunately means I have to reach across the camera to, grab things and that. So this one came through first. And this says, so much more awaits you. There'll come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you are, where you now are, and call those, and call these your warm-up years. More love, more fun, more friends, Aquarius, Gemini, more laughter, more thoughts, more things, more, lots more. You're so cute, the universe. Yeah, see, these cards are, or this deck is quite quirky. What else did we get? Look at that. Beautiful flowing stream, easy flowing. Allow yourself to flow easily, because that's the Pisces thing of the go with the flow, easy going. Even Cancer, another water sign. It was Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, all water signs. Yeah. Cancer to a degree is the same, likes to sort of hang out and enjoy the company of those that feel like family or are family. Pisces likes to just be and soak up all the wonderful energies of spirituality and beauty and art and all that sort of thing. Dare to allow yourself to do those things and go with the flow like this stream, and flow with the other people, flow with everyone. You can all flow in the same stream, in the same direction. You wondering how would be as silly as me, remember it's the universe talking to you, as silly as me wondering why. I don't, and neither should you. I mean, let's not be that crazy, the universe. Exactly. So don't worry about how things might eventuate. Just work on what you can see that is in your power to make any changes, whether it's small or big, letting something go or maneuvering how to do something a different way so that it then eases things off, makes the energy easier for you to tap into the new moon energy, bring the new in, and get that reminder again a few days after the new moon. Have you done your wishes? I guess putting your wishes in motion and doing what you can to maneuver towards those. And that will require that you be genuine and allow yourself to be a bit open and perhaps in a sense vulnerable, but not in a frightening way, because this is asking you to be a little bit more open with your communities in some way, because it's going to work to your advantage to do that. And here we've got this beautiful still stream. You know, it's not it's still, but it's still moving underneath, but yet it's not torrid and difficult energy. See how everything's beautifully growing around, and that's exactly how you can be in July and onwards. I'm sorry, but concerning your dream job, did you want a salary, royalties, commission, or all three? How many weeks vacation are you expecting? New job, spiritual career. Are you willing to share the New York apartment? Oh, and should your London assistant speak French, or will your French be sufficient by then? Helps to be really clear. Je ne sais pas. So be clear on what you want. So this energy here, the full moon energy, is asking you to clear out anything that's unclear. You know, like I was saying with the negative side, the nebulous, cloudy confusion of Pisces, Neptune, 12th house. So clear anything like that, any fogginess, anything that's holding you back, anything that's confusing matters, anything that's not helpful to you and what you want to achieve. So you can see I'm bringing achieve back into it. Your Capricorn rising, for goodness sake, it's not career ambition, achievement. Being ambitious is not a dirty word. I mean, you can be ambitious still. But yeah, so clear away what isn't working for you in some way, so that you can then take advantage of those new moon energies that want to bring all this good in for you. Okay, let's have a look at the guardian angel messages and see what comes through for you from them. Oh, I've got something already. Okay, Capricorn rises. Yep. Just shuffle it. Whoa, a bit more. Anything else? No. Okay. All right. What have we got here? Yeah, this has really been kind of to the point with these. Right, what have we got here? We've got prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Be flexible and dare to be that animal, because it's going to work in your favour. I know I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but anyway. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. Exactly, yes. Dare to let people see you. Conflict. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. Express yourself, exactly. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. Again, here we go, the heart wants. And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should. Enough with the restrictiveness. It's time to let your hair down. I think that July is the time, to let your hair down and let loose and have some fun and allow yourself to be that animal, and just go for it. Guardian angel. Trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Manifest, see? Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. See, things will manifest at the perfect moment. And this says courage. Again, taking courage. Dare to be different. Can you see that? Dare to be different. What was I saying? Dare to be different, to make mistakes. I mean, again, you guys are Capricorn risers. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, and I don't like making mistakes, but sometimes we just have to allow that to happen, Nobody's perfect, no matter how hard we strive for that perfection. It's not always realistic if we're honest with ourselves. I mean, sometimes yes, or most of the time yes, for Capricorn and Virgo, but we have to allow for the times to just let our hair down and enjoy life, and enjoy it with others. Geminis come through quite a lot here. Dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. Create, that's the Leo sign, see? In this world of dreams, Neptune, Pisces, 12th house, in this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself. There you go again. For it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. Drop the mic. You've got a spiritual career waiting for you. It's all in your hands. Use that energy with the full moon leading up to the new moon. Do all you can to make any adjustments that need to be made. Jump in and show your community, the world, who you are. Don't be afraid to do that. Scorpio doesn't really fear much of anything, So tap into the Scorpio energies in your chart, with your 8th house in Leo and also the 11th house, shared resources with community. I want to have that on show too. Yeah, I think you've got the idea. Use that and that time to let go of anything, as I said. I know I've said it like 50 million times, but anyway. But then you're open to using all those beautiful new moon energies to bring in what you want and really bolster or beef up your spirituality, your spiritual career, in a way that's going to really probably surprise you in a really good way, because you're going to sort of feel like, why didn't I do this sooner? But not in a regretful way. It'll be in a way that, why didn't I do this sooner? I'm so glad I'm doing it now, These energies are here for you, my friends. With that, Capricorn risers, I wish you all the best of luck for July and onwards. And until next time, bye for now.